Hey, welcome back to Strength, Strategy, and Mindset. This is Dr. Dwain Woode. That's Wood with an E. The E stands for Endocrinology. And you are on day number 46. So glad that you're here. The theme for this week is strength through reps. So, strength through repetition, where we want every single movement, every single rep that we do as we go through the sets to count for enhancing our energy, for enhancing our strength, for enhancing our toning, our insulin resistance, our consistency, whatever it is that you are working towards, we want everything that we do to count. And so we're developing strength through just the routine, the reps that we're doing. We're modifying if we need to do, we're tweaking here and there, not making large changes. Remember, the big change that we made this week is for our warm-up, where we actually added weights, and then as we get into each of the routines, we are adjusting slightly for what we're feeling in our body. Maybe the tension, maybe there's a little twinge because we're holding and we're doing the routine a little bit not quite right. And so all those are little tweaks that we're doing, little shifts here and there. But for the most part, we're going through that routine because that is the strength, that is the power, um, that is the consistency we're getting as we're moving through this routine. With the warm-ups, we've added some weights to them. We are adding some more reps as we move through the different ones. Most of them we're doing 3 reps of 8. On occasion, we'll do a rep of 10, and you'll see that here as we get into the warm-up, and actually as we get into when we get to our seated knee extensions. So let's go ahead and let's hop into our routine. The one thing that I want you to always be mindful of is that we are working on improving our metabolism. Remember, this is part of our MOVE campaign, that is metabolic optimization via exercise. And 2 arms of that, one is the strength training that we're doing here, and the other is the walking that we're doing. So we're not giving up on walking, we're pairing the 2. The other thing is to kind of learn what we're doing as we move through the different phases. So the warm-up is with the intention of getting our heart rate going, getting our blood moving, getting our bodies warm, getting the joints a little loose, so that as we go through the rest of the routine, that the muscles are stretching a little bit more and we decrease the possibility of injury. So let's go ahead, let's hop into our warm-up. We'll start with our arm twirls. I'm gonna grab some dumbbells. And if you have dumbbells, great. If you don't, you can do cans. You can actually just do them without anything. So nothing is required, but it helps us as we warm up to have a little weights because we're modifying. That's the big part of the modification that we've done for this week. So let's go ahead. We're going to do 10 forwards and 10 backwards. And we're doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And so for these, I recommend that you get, these are 5 pounds. So you can do 2.5 pounds, you can do 1 pound, whatever is needed, whatever is comfortable for you, whatever allows you to warm up without giving you any pain, right? Burning is good, but pain we don't want. All right, so let's go ahead and we're gonna do our cross-body leg swings. And I'm using one because I want my body to be a little bit off balance and have to kind of regulate, right? So my nervous system is working on getting me back into balance. Let's go ahead and we're gonna do a set of 10 in each leg with a 5 count hold. All right, let's go ahead and get started. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's 10. Okay? Let's switch to the other leg, and switching the dumbbell in the other arm or hand, and we're going to do the same thing, 10 on this with a 5 count as we swing. Okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. Right? Now we're going to do our forward reaches, and I'm going to keep using these same weights. And the idea here is that we're going to bring our hands together. If you don't have dumbbells, you can actually just touch the fingertips. And what you're imagining is actually reaching beyond the fingertips. And as you're doing that, you're squeezing the chest muscles together. You're squeezing the arm muscles together, squeezing those shoulders together to get the maximum tension. Okay, so time under tension is our friend. Time under tension is our friend. So go ahead and get started. I'm going to do 10 of these with a 5 count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and back. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's 4, back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's 9. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's 10. Okay? All right. And then let's go ahead. We're going to do our knee marches. And I'm going to use 1 dumbbell. I can use 2, but I like the idea of being a little bit off balance. And so my body has to, as I'm doing this, actually get me back into balance. We'll talk more about balance at the end. But let's go ahead and get started. And we're going to do this for about a minute with a 2 count. 1, 2, 1, 2. That's the rhythm. 2, 1, 2. That's the rhythm. Trying to lift the knees as high as possible. And this just helps to get the temperature in our body up, right? So it warms our body, get the blood moving, get the heart rate up, so that we can deliver oxygen to the muscles as we're going to be exercising, and take away the waste products, right? Those acids that are going to be building up. And let's go ahead. Let's get started. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And I'm lifting mine and swinging it. It seems just a little bit better for me to have it up here than to have it down, right? That's a little awkward. 1, 2, 1, 2. This allows me to keep the pace up. 1, 2, 1, 2. Get those knees up, get those knees up. 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, come on, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. 1, 2, 1, 2. 30 seconds more. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Come on, keep that pace, keep that pace. Get those knees up, get those knees up. 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 15. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Let's go ahead and get these back. We're going to get over to our bench. We can do our dumbbell presses. All right. And so the routines that we're doing are the same routines as we go through them. So the warm up, like I said, we added some weights to that, make that a little bit more intense, get a little better warm up. As we go through these routines, all of these are the same ones that we've been doing. We're tweaking them here and there, right? To make sure that we have the right form, that we are getting the best the best tension, time under tension as we're doing the various things. So that's going to be your goal this week. Every rep counts, and every rep is giving us maximum benefit for what we need. So let's go ahead and grab these dumbbells, and we're going to do 3 sets of 8 of these. All right, so leaning back and get started, and we're going to go up and squeeze, and 2 count on the way down. 2, up, squeeze, 1, 2. That's 2. Up, squeeze, 1, 2. That's 3. Up, squeeze, 1, 2. That's 4. Up, squeeze, 1, 2. That's 5. Up, squeeze, 1, 2. That's 6. Up, squeeze, 1, 2. That's 7. Up, squeeze, 1, 2. That's 8. Up, squeeze, 1, 2. That's 9. And I'm going to stop because I was supposed to stop at 8. But I just got going. And sometimes it takes a life of it takes on a life of its own. All right. So strength by reps, strength through reps. Every rep count. If you've been following us, you know we're walking through the health action plan, the Limitless Living Health Action Plan on our show. And you know we've talked about balanced bites. So every bite counts. So fuel your body with balanced bites. And just like balanced bites, every bite counts. Here, every rep, every movement, everything that we do counts, right? So we want to make sure it counts. And let's go to the second set. 1, up, squeeze, 1, 2, up, squeeze, 1, 2, up, squeeze, 1, 2, up, squeeze, 1, 2. That's 4. Up, squeeze, 1, 2. That's 5. Up, squeeze, 1, 2. That's 6. Up, squeeze, 1, 2. That's 7. Up, squeeze, 1, 2. That's 8. All right. So for our move campaign, remember, don't neglect the walking, right? So move, metabolic optimization via exercise. So we want to make sure that you're getting some of that aerobic activity going on. It helps to burn calories. It helps to decrease subcutaneous fat. It helps to get those glute receptors, just like the strength training we're doing, getting those glute receptors up and get them working so that we become more insulin sensitive. Remember, insulin is a culprit in metabolic disease, and if we can do anything to decrease the amount of insulin that our body produces, or if you are diabetic, that you're taking medication, either insulin or you're taking medication that helps your body produce insulin, the less you have to do that, the better it is. And the metabolic optimization that we're talking about does that without having to use additional insulin. All right, let's go ahead, last set, and up, squeeze, 1, 2, up, squeeze, 1, 2, that's 2, up, squeeze, 1, 2, that's 3, up, squeeze, 1, 2, that's 4, up, squeeze, 1, 2, that's 5, up, squeeze, 1, 2, that's 6, up, squeeze, 1, 2, that's 7, up, squeeze, 1, 2, that's 8. Awesome. All right, let's get these down and get into our seated knee extensions. And we're going to do 10 of these, right, alternating with a 5 count between. Let's go ahead and sit back and let's get started. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 10. All right. Let's go ahead and do our curling presses. So take just a quick couple of seconds here. And go ahead and get those dumbbells out. And once again, we're going to do 3 sets of 5 of these. And you should find as we go through this, as you're tweaking, that you are able to do these and get through these much more simply, and it's not as much of an effort, right? So that means that you are getting stronger. And so as we move into next week, we'll be talking about, or we'll be discussing whether we should increase the number of reps, increase the number of sets, or change the weights, okay? Because remember, time and attention is our friend. And many different ways to do that, by the way. All right, so we're gonna do a curl up to our shoulders, twist around, and then we'll press from our shoulders up, and do lower that press down to the shoulders, twist around, and then lower the curl, okay? And we're not having any different counts between. We're just gonna kind of slow this down a little bit to make sure that each rep that we do is giving us maximum benefit. So let's go ahead and get started. First set, and up, twist, up, down, twist, lower, up, twist, press, and down, twist, lower. That's 2. Up, twist, press, down, twist, 3. Up, twist, press, and down, twist, 4. And up, twist, press, and down, twist, 5. Up, twist, press, and down, twist, 6. Up, twist, press, and down, twist, 7. And up, twist, press, and down, twist, 8. Yeah, so as you slow down, notice that you are getting additional tension. So as I was just talking about, as we move into the new week, we were discussing how do we get additional tension. So lots of different ways to do it. One way is simply to continue the same exercises, right? And tweak them a little bit by slowing the process down. And so you don't have to learn 1,000 routines, 1,000 exercises. You can use the same ones that we're doing right now so that we get maximum benefit from those, and that gives us everything that we need. All right, so let's go ahead and get our second set. All right, here we go. Ready? I'm gonna up, twist, press, and down, twist, lower. Up, twist, press, and down, twist, lower. Up, twist, press, and down, twist, that's 3. And up, twist, press, and down, twist, 4. And up, twist, press, and down, twist, 5. And up, twist, press, and down, twist, 6. And up, twist, press, and down, twist, 7. One more. And up, twist, press, and down, twist, 8. All right. So I was out earlier today, right in here with my son. And so we were kind of going through the routines, and we do the same routines I do with him as I was doing here. And one of the things I noticed, and I think I mentioned this maybe last episode, was that there's a little bit of twinge right here between these muscles. And that I think that has to do with how I'm holding, right, as I'm doing those, doing the presses. And also when I do the arm twirls, right in here. So I've got to modify how I'm holding that just a little bit to make sure that I'm not going to cause any injury. All right. Let's go ahead and get to our last set. Ready? Pick up just a little bit. Here we go. And we're going to go up, twist, press, and down, twist, lower. Up, twist, press, and down, twist, that's 2. And up, twist, press, and down, twist, 3. Up, twist, press, and down, twist, 4. And up, twist, press, and down, twist, 5. And up, twist, press, and down, twist, 6. Up, twist, press, and down, twist, 7. One more. Up, twist, press, and down, twist, 8. Whew. So let's go ahead and I've been doing I think yesterday I did the kettlebells, and so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do with the dumbbells today. Do a press and squat. And so feet shoulder width apart. Move over this way a little bit. Yeah, shoulder width apart. In this case, we're pressing in. All right, you can specifically clasp your fingers together in both hands if you want to do it that way. If you don't have dumbbells or kettlebells and you want to do isometric, you can actually just push your hands together and follow along with us. Okay. We're going to do the press and squats, so let's go ahead and do that. And feet a little wider than shoulder width apart. We're going to act like we're sitting and then bend the knees. And as we come back up, we're going to push up with the heel, okay? So go ahead and get started. We're going to do 3 sets of 8. Ready? First one. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Yeah, that 7th one there was a little wobbly, for me. I was telling my son earlier that at the office there was something going on with the elevators today, And so I had to walk up the stairs to the office. And I was able to get up those stairs much easier than normal, okay? So the strength that we are working on, the lower body, the legs, all of that is paying off. And you should notice that you are, in whatever activities you're doing, maybe it's lifting, taking things out of the car, putting things up on the shelf, bending and picking things up, or even carrying bags. You should notice that your strength is better, that you're able to do that more easily, more effectively. All right, let's get into our second set. And once again, feet a little wider than shoulder width apart, pressing in, act like we're sitting, and then bend the knees. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, that one always takes my breath away just a little bit. But you're doing a great job. You're doing good. All right, so not a whole lot of time between the sets because we want this to be something you just be able to get into. Go ahead and start playing the tape, start playing the video, I should say tape, and then move through the exercises. And if you need to do this a couple of times, right, if you need more time, just go ahead, do the circuit again, right? We're walking through the circuit, get to the end of the circuit, just repeat it. So you should have probably about 30 minutes of continuous workout. And put that together, do it a couple of times, that gives you an hour. If you need to do more, play it again, right? Or even as you're going through the circuit, you can increase the number of reps or number of sets, and that will intensify it as well, all right? In terms of time. All right, let's do our last set. And feet, activate the core, right? Pull that belly button in just a little bit, and then let's go for it. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Awesome. All right. Let's go ahead and grab our dumbbells. We're going to do our curls, our hammer curl. And take another couple of seconds after those squats. So one of the things that we've not shown is kind of looking at the leg, right? So you saw the upper body. At some point, I guess we'll take a look at the leg to see what's been going on with our legs as we've been working, because we're not just working the upper body, we're also working the legs and getting strength, getting tone there as well. So the things that we're doing, you should notice some changes. All right. And so what I want to do with this, I want to try to go quickly through this. And what I want to do is continue keeping that tension. So between the sets, we're going to do 3 sets of 8. So between the sets, we're not going to take a whole lot of break, okay? So I'm just going to put this down, maybe come say a word or two, grab it up, and we'll go through, okay? So prepare for that. And so let's go ahead and get started. And so up and down and up and down, up and down, up and down, that's 2. Up and down, up and down, that's 3. Up and down and up, down, that's 4. Up and down, up and down, that's 5. Up and down, up and down, that's 6, up and down, up and down, that's 7, up and down, and up and down, that's 8. All right, so we're going to put this down and just give just a couple of seconds for those muscles to relax just a little bit, right? Because it's under time, under tension. And then let's go ahead and get right back to it. So second set. And up and down, up and down. That's 1, up and down, up and down. That's 2. You don't want your body to be doing this, right? You want the arm muscles to be doing this. That's 3, up and down. And you want to go all the way across to the other side of the chest. That's 4, and down, up and down. That's 5, up and down, up and down. That's 6. You're going up quickly. When you're coming down, that's 7. Coming down slowly, that's 7, sorry. And this one is 8. All right, so you feel a little bit more tension in that, right? In those chest muscles, maybe the biceps, yeah, you should feel that. The neck muscles, and actually in the forearm, you should feel that as well. All right, so let's get to that third set. Like I said, we're going to just kind of go through these relatively quickly. Activate the core, feet shoulder width apart, and let's get to it. All right, so up and down, up and slow on the way down. That's 2, up and down and up and down. That's 3, up and down and up and down. That's 4, up and down, up and down. That's 5, up and down, up and down. That's 6, up and down and up and down. That's 7. One more, up and down and up and down. That's 8. All right, very good. So we want to maximize every rep, and one way to do that is not to take a lot of breaks between the sets. Now, between each of the exercises, right, you can take a little longer break, but between the sets, right, you want to get through those so that that tension for that area kind of stays as much as possible. You want to maximize that, right? So let's go ahead and I'm going to grab some more dumbbells, and we're going to do our side raises or lateral raises. Right, so just a couple more seconds there. Now these can be a little bit more intense, right? So we will spend a little bit more time between the sets with this one. All right, so we're going to do 3 sets of 8. And you ready? And here we go. Up and down and 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 up and down. All right, so that's 8. Actually, those feel good as I'm doing those without counting. I think the counting actually takes a little bit of breath and takes a little bit of energy from the raises themselves. All right, so just a couple of seconds. And let's get to it. Second set, and ready, and here we go. And up, and down, up, and down, up, and down, up and down, and up and down, and up and down, and up and down, and up and down. And that's 8. Whew. Yeah, really felt that, right? So you feel that in here, feel that in the arms, feel it in the forearms, feel it in the triceps, in the neck muscles. Of course, we got the core activated and the glutes, right? So the glutes are tightened, got that belly button sucked in just a little bit. And of course, all of that is on the foundation of the lower extremity. All right, just a couple more seconds, and then we'll get back to that last set. All right, here we go. All right, ready? All right, let's dig in, dig in, dig in. Here we go. And up, and down, and up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, and up, and down. And that gives us our 3 sets of 8. Actually, I think that's becoming one of my favorite exercises. Yep. And then we move right into our balance with the knee drive, leg balance with the knee drive. Drop those for just a second. And I like to do this one last because balance is an important thing. Balance is important in every aspect of our lives, and particularly here it's important because as we are lifting, as we are doing leg swings, as we're doing squats, all of that takes balance. It takes our bodies being aligned. Can you imagine what would happen if I wasn't balanced and I go to do a press, right? I'm like this, right? That doesn't work. Or if I don't have good balance and I'm doing my leg swings, right? So all of that requires balance. Now, here's the interesting thing. You will see even here, or you have seen me in some of the exercises that we've done, right? I've had to kind of twitch, or not twitch, but I had to shift just a little bit to kind of get balance back. That means that here, I am going to be off balance. There are going to be times when I'm off balance, and my body, my nervous system, my brain is trying to get me back into balance so I don't fall. So one of the benefits of the strength training that we're doing is that we are not just concentrating on the strength of a particular muscle. Part of what we're doing is actually also learning about balance and strengthening certain muscles so that they help us with balance. Because if muscles are not strong around joints or knees and hips and ankles and so forth, then you can have injury because they're not strong enough to support you, or you're favoring one side or another, so you develop other issues. That's number one. Number two, when it comes to balance, just because I'm off balance does not mean I'm not competent, does not mean that I can't do it, does not mean I have to stop, does not mean that this is not for me. Here in this space and in your life in general, because there are going to be times where you're off balance for some reason, right? Somebody's sick, there's some issue going on in the family, maybe you have some health issues and you are off balance. That doesn't mean that what you're doing is not for you. It simply means that we've got to just find that homeostasis again. And remember, homeostasis is this idea of sameness. So let's go ahead and let's get started. We're going to do 10 reps of these with a 5 count, alternating each side and with a 5 count in between. Okay, so we're going to shift our weight to one side, lift the opposite leg and count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shift back to the other side, lift the leg and count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 1. Shift to the other side. Ooh, yeah, there you go. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shift again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I had to put that foot down for a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back to the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 2. Shift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 3. Shift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And shift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 4. Shift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See that? Shift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5. Shift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And shift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 6. Shift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 7. Shift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And shift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 8. Shift again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And shift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 9. Shift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And shift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's 10. All right. Let's get these down. And just like we warmed up, we're going to cool down, do a little bit of centering. Strength, strategy, and mindset. Strength, strategy, and mindset. Why strength, strategy, and mindset? When we were doing our 100-day walk to consistency, and as I thought about what we would be doing routinely in our lives, one of the concepts that kept coming as I was preparing for this year was the idea that there's several things that we do that we talk about consistency, and we show up, right? We show up, but sometimes we show up without a plan. We show up without a strategy. We show up with the same mindset that we had before. So strength, strategy, and mindset is with the idea that, yeah, I've done the consistency. We showed up 109 days. Remember that? 109 days we showed up. And we showed up, we learned the keystone principles. And so now that we know the keystone principles, what are the downstream things that we need to do? Downstream ideas that we need to have? How do we keep this process going so it's not just an event that happened? Oh yeah, I walked for 109 days. Yeah, I did that last year, 2 years ago. You remember that time when we did that? No. What we want is a consistent, continual growth with the idea that we are making sure we're doing things in our lives to set ourselves up for the best possibility of success. So let's go ahead and let's get into our centering exercise. And the centering exercise, and I did this with someone in the office today. Here, what we're doing is we're kind of cooling down, right? We're letting the body relax. We are getting our heart rate to come back down to normal. Our breathing, right? So that acid that's built up, the body's converting it and we're breathing it out. And so as we're doing this now, we're not doing the activities anymore. So the blood is flowing, the blood is going through all those cells and it's picking up the acid that we've built up and is bringing it so that it can be excreted. It's delivering oxygen, right? Because the amount of oxygen that we need went up when we started exercising. So the heart rate had to go up so the blood moves faster, so it collects more oxygen, takes it to those cells. And now that we're in this space and we're not doing it anymore, so we're calming down, the blood flow is starting to go down, the heart rate's starting to go down, our oxygen demand is going down a little bit. Now those muscles that we just activated are metabolically active. And one of the things I love is this concept that it is now, so those muscles are now primed to be able to help us with our metabolic disease. And the metabolic problem that we have is an insulin problem, right? So that's another conversation. But right now, I want you to kind of imagine all of the tension that's in your body, I want you to imagine the acid that's in your body that's been built up, maybe the aches and pains that you may be feeling, some of the burning that you're feeling, it's starting to kind of subside. And I want you to take all of that and package it, and I want you to imagine it kind of draining out of the body, starting from the top of your head, and it's coming down on your forehead, into your face, into your jaw, into the neck, into the shoulders. And now it's just, you can imagine like water is falling down into the chest, the upper chest, the lower chest, and the upper abdomen, lower abdomen. Is going into the hips now, down into the thigh muscles and the hamstrings and the calf muscles. Is gone now down into the ankles, and you are grounded, right? You are standing on this massive rock that's called the earth. And all of that tension is now going to be going through the soles of your feet, and it's going to just be deposited into the ground. Yeah. Imagine that process. And that can be done in any place. Here, we're doing it because we're exercising and we're cooling down, but you're at the office and you get upset. You're talking to someone at your house. There's a project that you're working on that's causing some frustration, right? And so our COPE model, clarify, observe, pause, and execute, says that we want to do something different. We don't want to keep doing the same thing we've been doing. And that's why people become addicted to food, right? So we stress eat, we become hypersexual, we gamble, we use other controlling substances. So here's an example of something that you can do that's different from the things that you normally use to buffer. You can just get yourself grounded. So if you are in that situation and you're moving, stop moving, plant your feet firmly on the ground, and just imagine all of that draining into the ground. You become grounded. And now let's go ahead and we're going to do some breathing exercises. We're going to do in through the nose, out through the mouth, in through the nose, out through the mouth. We're going to do that 5 times as we breathe in that powerful oxygen and we breathe out the waste products. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. I'm going to do 2 more. In through the nose and out through the mouth. And this last one, we're going to breathe in, hold it, breathe in, into the nose, and hold it, hold it, hold it, and breathe out through the mouth. Yeah. Wow, wow. What an amazing workout that we've had. And let me grab my hat. This is day number 46. And you've heard me say it, that every time you show up, you're adding another brick to the foundation. Every time you come, you're giving giving more evidence and more ammunition to the inner coach that says, yes, I can do some things. I can show up for myself. I can be consistency. I can push through the burning. I can push through the discomfort because I am doing something that is beneficial for me. Yeah, you hear that? All right, so that inner coach has the ability to support you, to push you, to encourage you, because the inner critic is always going to tell you what you didn't do right, what you can't do, the last time you did it. You remember when we tried that? Oh, we're not consistent. Oh, we're not that person. But here you are. You're proving that you are that person. You are the person who shows up for 109 days for walking. You are the person that shows up for 46 days for strength, strategy, and mindset. You are the person that didn't let scheduling stop you. You didn't let weather stop you. You didn't let not having weight stop you. You didn't let not understanding the routines at first stop you. You didn't let being off balance stop you. You showed up every single day for 46 days. And here you are. You are doing it. And this is the person that you are. When we talked during the Bridge to Mastery, that the self-efficacy says, based on evidence, right, that I can make changes. I can, by my decisions, my actions, and my consistency, I can make changes in my life. I can make changes in my health, and I can make changes in all areas of my life because I show up. So I'm very proud of you. I'm glad that you're here for another day. Hey, we're living that limitless life, because that's what it says. We're not allowing anything from outside or anything from inside to prevent us from doing what we need to do. We are showing up with our best self, with our best health, and the best plans for our lives. We're breaking free from those boundaries. I'm glad you're here. This is Dr. Dwain Woode. That's Woode with an E. The E stands for endocrinology. Here I educate, I empower, and I encourage you to take charge of your health and your life, avoid complications, and go to the next level. We're creating the life we've always wanted. I want you to get out there, and I want you to live that limitless life. And I'll see you tomorrow for day number 47 for strength, strategy, and mindset.